Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's King, looking to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll turn and off his, looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check, check, lucky. Check 37, check 37.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Shift. Check three. Shift.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Don't get nervous. Check 24, check 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So don't say nothing. Mark 55, Mark 55. Time to go, night. Mark 55.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 3rd down, Bradley. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. On 1st and 10. Bradley, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
It's a quarterback sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bradley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Bradley. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Bradley. This is the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing on 1st down, Bradley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll run with Lindsey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Denver. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. King. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. King from the gun, he'll throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now here's Pollard. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Bradley. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Bradley. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up set.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bradley. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This fielded at the 2. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
3 down, 3 down. Back. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
2nd and 3. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 out low. 55. Turn. That's it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradley. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Lindsey. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. No chance.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
To throw is King on 1st and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Jim. Check. Check 31.
Now it's Lindsey. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check 4.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Bradley into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? 56. Wait.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now King, operating from the gun. Completes it to Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? Check. 59. Ready, weapon. Check nickel. No. Off. Henry. Ready.
King now. Throwing on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
14.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Now, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good,
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the fourth.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. Fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second and 13. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to his left. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Off the play fake. Bradley. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Bradley. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Right there in the middle. 55. We got it. Under crunch. Check safety. Check.
Back to throw. Bradley. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Check 26. Hatchet.
Another run by Lindsey. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
I'm here all day. Check the backer.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. from the gun. King. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. Looking to throw. King, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Check, ready. Now the roof. Check, check. Double dog, double dog. That's hot shot, hot shot.
2nd and 11. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me.